today we're going to be photographing a pet portrait here in the studio, and we've got Muggsy. Say hi! He doesn't talk a lot, but we're going to be photographing Muggsy, and we're going to use this simple constant light, the Westcott Flex lights is what we're going to be using, and I'm going to be shooting with the D5 and the 2470, which allows me to shoot very, very quickly because I know he's going to be fast moving, and the kind of shot I want, I'm going to have to move quickly on. And I also am going to have the 2470 so I can shoot very wide or closer if I want. And my goal is to take this blanket and get him snugly and get some fun shots like that. So you ready to get started? That's a yes. Ready? Come. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Come here. Sit. Stay. 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 I said stay. Sit. Stay. Oh, who's so good. What I want is a couple shots. Certainly the one I'm really going for is the blanket around him. But the second shot I'm going for is him just laying flat on the ground like this, which I think we can get because he just kind of naturally dropped into that anyway. Sit. Who's a good boy. So the silly sounds and the all of that is a way to tune into the dog's kind of, I'm curious about what's going on, and it gives that wonderful head tilt that we get, or that focused expression. And even if you get it for a little bit, you're shooting at a fast shutter speed, you can lock it down. All right, so we're gonna, you smell that? Okay, we're just gonna sit. Muggsy's a little nervous. We're gonna air it out a little bit. Okay, you own the place through all your smells. Woo! Gotta just keep going. Just gotta keep going. I'm taking advantage of this just to get a little interesting shot of him in the corner and then also really playing off that reflection. Hi. Oh, cutie. Let's try it again. Ready? Come here. All right, come. Stay. Sit. Stay. Okay. Floppy. Nope. Back over there. This is not food. Come. Sit down, all the way. Good boy. So I try to avoid treats when I'm ever photographing animals. Like I can do it for reward or at the very beginning, but if I keep giving him treats the whole time, I'm gonna have a really hard time getting him to focus on me, and he's gonna be looking at the treats. So everybody does that differently, but for me, I find that to be the most successful way is to create a connection with the animal, but leave out the treats. Stay. Oh my God, that's so cute. Oh. Now you're making this too easy. You can kind of see exactly what I'm getting in the live view. And the only thing I have to do is worry about getting his attention and keeping his eyes open. He's letting me get pretty close. That's awesome. Russell, will you bring me that? Nope, don't, nobody move. Nobody move. Okay, so we're all done with our shoot, and Muggsy is pretty petered out. So we're gonna call that a wrap. But the biggest overview from today was just the idea of using energy and tone to kind of just change the mood and change the shots you're getting and how impactful that can be. So let's jump over to ON1 Photo Raw 2019 and make some more magic. Once my little subject has petered out and gone to sleep, I can go look at all the images I shot and do one of what I think the more fun parts of the job, which is to view what you got. You're all excited doing the shoot. I tend to have a lot of fun when I'm photographing my subjects, and now I got to see how it all turned out. So looking through all the images, making choices, and and seeing how they compare and contrast each other so I can make my selections. In many cases, while I'm doing photo shoots, what I find is there are a lot of images that are pretty similar to each other. They were shot around the same time. I was trying to go for something, but I kind of want to make that call and put together the ones that I know I want to choose. So in a situation like this, I might choose 4 images, put them in compare and contrast mode, and see what I've got, what I'm most going for. Here, what I might decide is I kind of want to see what the expressiveness is. What is really standing out to me in terms of how these images compare to each other? I can zoom in and out, obviously, get a little bit of a tighter look, go a little farther back, and kind of make my call there based on what I see. In this case, one of the things I think that's really interesting is ON1 has been a big transition for me in terms of being able to manage my time in post, because even though I use Lightroom and Photoshop a lot of the work I would do in Photoshop, for instance, would be making my selections in Bridge and then having to pop over into Photoshop to do little tweaks and then go back to Bridge. Here I can do it all in the same app. I can edit right there. I can throw a crop on this, make my little changes, select what the framing is that I want to see. I can go into the fix mode, which I've done before on different episodes, where I clean up those little crumbs, for instance, and I can make some real-time changes here based on what I want to see. Let's see if I want to just shift a little bit out. Again, just playing by ear, little things that I see and adjustments that I want to make. Managing some of that haze, bringing in some of the darks without losing the shadows. And in really, really quick, easy shifts, go back to browse mode and kind of keep looking at what I was doing and seeing how it compares with these little shifts I've made, what I'm liking and what I'm not. And then I can go back into the main browse mode and just keep going and pretty much do the job and have fun while doing it, all in one space with raw, large files, until at the end of the day I'm very sleepy and I'm ready to be finished.